As we've been discussing, so many people have been impacted across the country with the heat and wildfires. And as we mentioned earlier, hundreds of people have had to leave Annapolis County in Nova Scotia because of a fast-growing Long Lake wildfire. My next guest is one of those people. Jason Burton left his home on August 14th. He joins me now live from Bridgetown, Nova Scotia. Jason, thank you for connecting with us.
You're very welcome.
First, I just want to ask you how you're feeling right now.
Anxious, stressful, nervous, unsure.
You know, you got some news about your home. I'm wondering what it was like receiving that call that, you know, it was damaged in this fire.
Yes, it was. One of our outbuildings was damaged. The county had called us early in the morning, about 10:30 yesterday, and told us that there might be possible damage, might not be anything, or it might be a total loss. Of course, and then we waited all afternoon until probably about 4:30, 4:45, and got the call that the house was still fine, but one of our outbuildings was damaged.
How was that for you to hear?
A bit upsetting, for sure. Very happy and grateful that the house is still fine. But, you know, the outbuilding is damaged. I'm not sure which one. But at the same time, I'm glad that we are all safe and the house is still standing as of today.
You know, we mentioned that you've been out of your home since August 14th, so a few weeks. So when you think about what you left behind and what you might be coming back to, what goes through your mind?
A lot of uncertainty, a lot of, you know, you're not sure. I know it's definitely going to be a different place. From what I have seen and heard, it's, you know, there's going to be a lot of singed stuff around, and a lot of the woods is burnt and so on and so forth. And unfortunately, some people did lose their home. It's going to be something that's, you know.
How is the community coping with all of this right now? When, you know, these phone calls that you received, a lot of people are receiving them, and the news is similar to what you received and even worse.
Yes, the community it's a very strong community, very close-knit community. They've all actually pulled together and, you know, helping each other out and, you know, in any way that they possibly can. Which, you know, each and every one of us is very grateful for that. You know, they're doing everything they possibly can, and, you know, everyone with meals and housing and gift cards for fuel, gift cards for food. It's been amazing experience on that note, on that side of things. So it does help to ease your mind a bit to know that there's, you know, there's a lot of people out there pulling for you.
Certainly, and we know community always comes together in times like this, and many people are often just so touched by the way that they support, you know, family and friends facing this sort of a difficult situation. I understand that you were trying to monitor your home. Did you have security cameras that you were watching, and what could you see? It must have just made you feel so helpless knowing that you couldn't be there, but you're relying on other people to save your home.
Yeah, excuse me. So I was checking on not only our home, but about 5 other homes around there. Excuse me. We could zoom around. And we actually just purchased this camera a couple weeks before this happened. A lot of people was looking at my Facebook post to see every morning to see how things were going. And, you know, and being able to see the firefighters doing everything that they can to perfect the land and the property was amazing.
How are you and your family sleeping at night?
Pretty good, considering all things. Not getting a lot of sleep, but getting some.
When you do get a chance to go back, what will be the first thing that you go to check in on, and what goes through your mind as you think about finally returning home?
The first thing I'm going to check on is the house, for sure. And, you know, take a look around the yard and the buildings, and happy to be home. But at the same time, we know that we're going to have some work to do and some smoke damage and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, it'd be worth $1 million to sleep in our own bed.
It must also be really difficult for you to stay strong for the family too, and I'm sure they're counting on you. I mean, what do you tell them? I'm sure, everyone is thinking
Well,
about what could be lost.
that's right. And the thing of it is that I have a great relationship with my family, and we knew that, material things can be replaced. So at the same time, I have a lot of skills underneath my belt, and if we had to, we would rebuild, and we could do it, ourselves to do that, to make sure that my family had a roof over their head.
Well, we know this is a difficult time for you and your family, and we appreciate you sharing your experience with our viewers so they get a sense of how these fires have impacted people in the community. Thanks, Jason.
You are most very welcome.
Jason Burton is a wildfire evacuee. Thank you for joining us.